You've heard the same script your entire life. Renting is a waste of money, and buying a house is the only path to financial maturity. But today, housing prices have detached from reality. Saving for a down payment now takes the average worker over a decade, leaving an entire generation feeling locked out of the traditional path to wealth. Curious, yet being priced out of the housing market right now might actually be a massive financial advantage. The wealthiest individuals often view a primary residence as a liability that destroys wealth. Many of them choose to rent, keeping their capital free for other opportunities. This suggests the goal should be capital efficiency rather than homeownership. It is a perspective that changes how we evaluate the math of where we live. The idea that homeownership is paying yourself ignores unrecoverable costs, the money you spend on housing that you never see again. Every month, property taxes and insurance disappear from your pocket. This chart shows how those costs sit right at the top of a mortgage payment, providing zero return on your investment. Routine upkeep adds a layer of unpredictability. Roof repairs and broken boilers typically cost homeowners 1 to 2% of the property's value every year. The largest cost of all is the interest paid to the bank. Looking at this amortization curve, the interest overwhelms the actual principal equity for the first 15 years of a 30-year loan. Because of how these loans are structured, a new homeowner is essentially renting money from a lender for the first half of the mortgage. When you combine taxes, insurance, maintenance, and interest, you find that homeownership has its own way of draining your net worth. The alternative is the rent and reinvest rule. The first step is to secure a rental where the monthly payment is significantly lower than the total cost of owning a similar home in the same area. The second step is to take the monthly savings and automatically funnel them into a compounding global index fund. To see how this works over time, we'll run a 30-year simulation between two people with the same income, Subject A, the buyer, and Subject B, the renter. Subject A uses their savings for a down payment, leaving them with zero liquid cash and a monthly income locked into a house. Subject B puts that same down payment into the market and adds an extra $800 every month, the difference between their rent and the cost of owning. This simulation tests the slow growth of home equity against the geometric power of compound interest. 5 years in, Subject A's net worth is stagnant because they are mostly paying interest. Subject B's portfolio is already beginning to climb. At year 15, Subject A has to pay for a major home repair, causing a sharp dip in their value. Meanwhile, Subject B's compounding interest is starting to accelerate. By year 20, the renter's liquid net worth curves sharply upward, crossing over the homeowner's equity line. At the end of 30 years, the renter has built a significantly larger net worth than the buyer. The math shows that the renter created more wealth without the burden of property taxes or maintenance. Renting a home provides a specific asset, flexibility. It is a purchase that allows your capital to stay mobile. By fixing your housing costs through rent, your capital remains liquid, allowing it to do the heavy lifting in the broader economy. However, this strategy relies entirely on financial discipline. If a renter spends their monthly savings on lifestyle inflation, like luxury cars or vacations, they will always fall behind the homeowner. Lasting wealth is built through automated investing and the maintenance of liquid assets. You need a place to live, but you don't necessarily need the deed to grow your net worth.